Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Tariq,
Hey.
Hey, I'm really glad we are 40 episodes in, and now we're getting the backstory of this series. If only there was supplemental media for us to get backstory.
If only supplemental media actually, supplemented, story that was, not provided in the main, the primary. If only, it actually supplemented, what it was supposed to supplement. What the fuck?
God. This is actually insane how much backstory that they have to explain.
And it's also not all of it.
That's the worst part. There's still so much missing pieces within the show.
It's really, I mean, let's be real. Okay, cool. It's great to know that this is what Victor Tassel was back in the day. But this is
also didn't realize it was Master Logos too.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they just kind of just go, yeah, look, Master Logos, it's probably the same guy, or it's his descendant that just looks really, really, really like him,
or played by the same actor.
I mean, they made it clear on that.
It's almost as if it was a Fuyumi and Natsuna situation, right?
I promise this is a different person, just played by the same actor.
So that was the part I was really confused. Was this Isaac or was this the original Master Logos?
I still don't know.
No, they made it clear.
Because they said it was a different Master Logos, right? So I had to assume this is a different...
It's a different Master of Logos. This is just his descendant who looks extremely like it.
Except it's played by the same actor.
Within the lore of the show, they just look really similar, you know. They're that kind of thing. He just happened to inherit his looks, but totally different characters, I guess.
I'm kind of I'm post ReZero season 2, where it's is this the repossessed soul of his descendant? I don't know.
I haven't caught up on ReZero season 2 yet.
Oh, hey, guess what? Roswell's a bastard.
No, I mean, I kind of figured, but you know what? It's okay. Yeah.
I'll
get into it, and then I'll expect it, and then I'll look at that.
Season 2, Amelia wins. That's all that matters. All right.
And she always would.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
V for victory. All right.
About that, yeah, I did get a little bit spoiled on that, but it's it felt like that.
And you gotta remember, Japan loves victory. All right. Yeah.
That's why everybody always celebrates V-Day.
Oh,
Japan loves V-Day, by the way.
Yeah, sure they do. Yeah, I'm sure they celebrate it every day.
Hey, we open up with Tasso with an 8-year-old child in his house, right?
Yeah, saying, "Hey, listen, child, I brought you out of the woods. Now let me talk to you about your future and why the man that I have assigned you to is going to possibly have no future because of you."
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, in other Matt Gates news.
Oh God. Ugh. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that's my reaction.
No. I mean, it's really funny how we can bleed from one national disaster from another. It's really hey. At first it was, we're disrupting the government, we're taking over, to, yeah, so we're gonna chase this small girl, and she's gonna be the answer to everything. And it's I don't think that's right at all.
Yeah.
But anyway, apparently, Storius, I mean,
where's his sex doll, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah, where did his sex doll go?
I mean, really confused. I thought they would have brought this up by now, but they haven't.
Yeah, they really don't. I don't know.
Maybe he has a different Pokeball.
I hope they didn't get abandoned and forgotten about.
It probably. Oh wait.
Maybe he has a different Pokeball for the sex doll than.
I had a horrible thought, but it's...
What is it?
No, it's probably
Come on, William, share it with the class.
It's my thing is just what if they use that as a kind of solution for the end game so that Toma can stay with everyone as friends, and then,
Well, that's a good theory.
You know,
and don't worry, it's not like we have less than 4 episodes left before the series or.
Oh God, right? Is it really less than 4?
It's not like we're getting episodes cut because of an event that the Japanese government is deciding to take place in the middle of a pandemic, where Japan has a vaccinated rate of less than 7%, I believe, or so.
Oh, it's like
Damn.
maybe points. It's like maybe 6%.
Yeah, it's not like Japan is not deciding to continue forward with this Olympic size event.
They are just showing Olympian strength with this show.
All right.
Yeah, right. They're just like, look, it's fine.
Here's my question. Okay, this is a legit concern I have about this series. Is like, if this story isn't confidently or competently or like whatever, it's not.
Competently is a problem.
Okay. So like, if it's not finished by the time like episode 45 comes around, is it possible they'll do like a movie thing and then finish it through that?
Oh, I mean, that's a really sad way to solve it.
That would be really bad, right?
No,
you're talking about Kamen Rider movies, right? Mm-hmm. It's not used to be the finisher of the series. It's just like some more post. It's like how in Pokemon, right? How you become the champion, you're like, that's the finish of the game, and then after you beat the game, you can go catch legendary Pokemon. That's what movies are supposed to be. You go catch the legendary Pokemon,
okay.
Right?
It's just because
they're not there, right? It's like if the TV. You don't want the TV show to end with you battling the Elite Four, right? Like after you get the 8 badges and that's it. No, you want the TV show to end with you being the champion. That would be very bad.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. It's just a concern, but it's just like because it feels like we're really rushing it, you know. So I'm just wondering.
Oh boy, you're telling me. So look, according to like Twitter and shit, we're ending. Everything ends August 29th, right? That's where we go. So I mean. You can do the math, but it's also a thing of like, okay, so how many, like there's also interruptions and like breaks and blah blah blah, like for holidays and things. Speaking of holidays, I don't know how to like fucking describe this like opening scene where they just do the Soba like roller coaster.
It's really weird how this episode starts off with like,
and
it's like, it's like a long segment too.
I think
quick.
I think the only other series that's like of Kamen Rider that's done this has been like Build. Maybe I'm wrong, but like it's like they do a whole summer festival thing, and it's like the whole like scooping like soba noodles like down a like bamboo ramp, and it's like. Okay, but you're doing this indoors, and you're doing this inside the northern base.
Episode you would do, right? This doesn't look like the fact that hey, remember how we still have to defeat people, and the fact that there's still an 8-year-old girl missing we have to find, right?
Well, like in Kamen Rider Build, it was like this was their last thing before prepping for like the final battle. This is like, hey, anyway, so we just like finished a really like decisive thing, and we should be like moving right on to the next problem, and we're definitely going to do that in like the exact sequentially next scene after this, and instead it's just like, anyway, so we really need to like have some like Japanese like traditional
this segment is just so fucking perplexing.
Like, time to have traditional like soba noodle like catching shit, and it's like I guess, but like this hardly seems like the time or just the narrative place.
Yeah, because it's I mean they defeated the master, but they haven't accomplished everything they set out to do, and they still have to deal with like. What's his name again? Is it Legio or is it Storius?
Storius. Yeah, okay. It's Storius. Because, Storius, the story Megiddo, is totally going to be the one that writes the end of his story. Because he's Storius. He's a poet of stories.
Yeah? Okay. It's just, it's just, that's also like a thing with him too.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess we'll get into it.
Don't worry, Yuri's learning to fish. He's fishing for noodles, alright? He's having his moment, alright?
Yuri is probably
he worked hard for this, alright?
Again, though, Yuri is probably still the best part of this, at the very least.
Yeah.
He's the purest of boys.
Yeah,
it's just so like it's just this segment is just so fucking weird that they air this, right?
Anyway,
like
Taz
I
is in
don't
their house
know
already.
what festival is this for, right? Because I'm pretty sure is this.
I mean, so
it's not Oban, but I'll just look it up. Soba catching.
Okay, so when you look it up, can you look up if the event maybe happened during the week that this was released?
Yeah, I was
sure
trying to figure out
did.
because the way that. Because Kamen Riders are aired weekly, so usually when they time to do this stuff, they try to time it along with events, right? Because it's like how you air a Christmas episode around Christmas, right?
Yeah. Then they would have like a Christmas themed episode that would happen during that.
Like this is.
I mean, if that was the case, it makes sense, you know. And I'd accept it. That'd be fine.
Oh, well, let's see. Oh, okay. Let me. I'll quickly. Bond. Nope, that's Japanese Floating Lantern Festival.
Yeah,
that was. Oh wait, no,
thing.
that's not it. That's Tanabon. Is that what this is?
Tanabata is different. That's different.
It would have aired around this. Oh wait, nope, that's still too
Holy
early.
shit! Okay, hold on. I'm not gonna. We should stay off of the boy.
What happened?
Wikis love to spoil things.
Oh, did he get spoiled about something?
Yeah, I mean it's stupid, like with the amount of episodes we have left, but.
Oh wait, is it?
We're not done. We're not done. Is the answer.
Okay.
Is it really spoilerish type of thing? Or?
It's not. I mean, it's with where we're at in this show. No, but it's like.
Also, who eats cherries with their noodles? Who does that?
I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure
he caught cherries.
Because
Kento got cherries. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so fucking weird how he catches cherries, right?
Yeah.
As everyone is eating noodles for this thing.
Yeah, you think he would be aware of the cherries coming down, but I guess, I guess.
Also, this is not me being culturally ignorant, alright? Alright? I'm not trying to...
Maybe we're all culturally ignorant. Maybe that's what's going on here.
Is this safe to do?
What, put cherries down? And
no, this whole thing about sliding noodles down a pipe.
I mean,
in a post-COVID world, who knows? But
yeah, I just want to remind you, coronavirus is still a thing. Wash your hands, wear a mask, get your shots, right? I was just thinking about this. I was thinking about COVID's still a thing, right? Japan is still in a state of emergency, and they're still trying to push for the Olympics to happen, right?
I don't know. Maybe that's just their attitude.
But hey, don't worry. Everybody has a grand time. They just ignored. They could just ignore Japanese state of emergency and problems. All right. You look. You don't have to worry about a state of emergency when you're having fun. All right.
Yeah, exactly. You can worry about it when you're dead, but not now. You're alive and you're
not now. Live in the moment.
Yeah,
all right?
Exactly. And then regret it in the future.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hey, so they finished their fest. This just like I said, this entire scene is just so fucking weird. But look who's finally interacting with the cast is our boy Tasso. He appears.
Yep. I've been here all along.
But then cut to Ren. He's still being he like I said, continuing his homeless journey. I love how every scene's with him now. They just cut to a different location, which is just fun.
I mean,
it made him look like he's a real homeless straggler who's just moving around, right, to find a new place to sleep.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but it's
like been keeping him in the same location, which is great. I appreciate the effort they're going to, right, to film at a new location with him instead of like the same location every single time, right?
I mean, that's how
in every episode because they're continuing his homeless journey. All right. He's like, oh boy, where did this ass go? Well, what's this ass up to? Right, and then we find out what's this ass up to. Storius, with his new drip, has a new voice. Really bad. Don't like this. Don't know why they decided to do this weird voice shit.
Because he's evil and he has to be really aggressive.
He's more evil. He's now more evil.
Really,
well, now he's the ultimate mastermind, and so to show off his mastermindedness, he has to really put in that voice.
It's really dumb.
It's kind of like Palpatine when he turns into Sidious and just makes it really deeper.
That's stupid. Don't bring in Palpatine.
It's too late. It's already been done. He's proven to himself to be the ultimate mastermind. It's kind of like how you think.
Who would have thought that someone within the government structure would purposely orchestrated as such an event? That's crazy, William. I can't believe that happened.
Why would he be so incendiary? as to like start some shit.
Oh my god. But yeah, where are we here?
But hey,
It's just like the whole.
so hey, we're at the Valley, our favorite filming location.
Yeah.
And look, what's this? Disaster took the
Yeah.
Death
Oh
Sword.
wow! All of a sudden, Disaster's showing up with the Mumeiken, the fucking the Phoenix sword.
Mm-hmm. And look,
Also
he's the new rider.
Proving that Megiddo can become Kamen Riders.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
He's the new Falcon or whatever.
He still gets to keep his, like, Megiddo sword.
Yeah.
And if there's anything that I have a problem with, right?
Mm-hmm.
With, and the sad thing is, I could still be proven wrong. This could still be, like, but, like, so, I have long since said that Disaster is going to be like, oh, it's Master Logos, like, turned into a Megiddo.
Mm-hmm.
And instead it's just like, oh, Storius is like, oh, yeah, no, you're Megiddo that I made, and it's like, that's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of bullshit. Like, he's clearly out of control, and you can't control him. Like, it doesn't work. Like, what?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of disappointing. Like, I mean, I like the idea that he was like Disaster would kind of pull some mastermind bullshit at the end, right? That would have been a lot more fun. But here it's just, you know, stories.
Like, he was the one that was behind it.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, with this whole fight, and it didn't happen, and I kind of wish it did. But, like, I was kind of hoping, like, maybe Disaster would, like, prove to be the big bad at the end of it by defeating
Well, that's how I feel like it's supposed to be, but it's like, no, instead it's like...
Because we showed him planning in the background, he was scheming.
Yeah.
To be fair, there's too many... The problem is that there's too many characters scheming in the fucking background. There's too many shadow organizations within the shadow organization that has a shadow organization with it, right?
Uh-huh.
It's like that... It's like that meme from, I think it was, you guys know that meme about the church with the people pointing guns to each other, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know what meme I'm talking about. I don't know what media it's from. I
don't either, actually, now that I think about it.
I mean,
yeah,
I
feel like I've seen it before, but it's like the scene with people in the churches, how there's a person pointing a gun, and then there's a guy in the sniper that's pointing to them, right? That's what the series is. There's too many people working in the background, right?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Which goes to the fact that the show has too many characters with too many motives that are going around, right?
Yeah, it's just like it really needs a hard focus on like one thing, you know.
Don't worry. Hey, if only they could have focused these on supplemental media. But the problem with the supplemental media, it doesn't explain stuff. It creates more supplemental media.
There's no way that they have enough time to like make supplemental media. They're never gonna get to that. Like, unfortunately, we just have to like work with the information that we're given, and we just have to like kind of film the links ourselves.
Oh boy, it doesn't help within this episode where they reference supplemental media within this episode, right? Oh, it's really bad how the narrative of this show was being written, right? And how if you're not looking at the supplemental media, you're not going to understand the show.
Yeah, again, they're doing things backwards. It's just like you should write the
Disaster story is right. Disaster is the new Falcon. Don't like it. I would have. That's it. So we have like I don't know how many episodes, but would have liked if he fucking had a different had a different armor set or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Hey, he still has his stupid Ultra book. What happens if he put his Ultra book in there? What's gonna happen there?
No, we're not gonna find out yet. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So hey, they fight. Storius does Shadow Clone Jutsu, right?
Yeah.
There's a Shadow Clone Jutsu. They're fighting. They're doing their stupid little fight, but don't worry. Tassel can finally explain the show's plot or background.
Yeah, and it doesn't explain shit. But it doesn't explain shit. Like, let's take a second to like really analyze what's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Stories is all about like I want to have the most like I guess cum-tastic end to like the story. And
he wants to have that big finish, some would say.
Yeah,
right?
he really wants to like reach the edge of glory.
Yeah, the money shot, some would say.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But fucking Disaster's just about like enjoying the moment. you know.
Oh yeah, Disaster just like, hey, yo, what's up? Disaster's just there for the ride. He's literally there for the ride. He's really Jesus, take the wheel, right?
Yeah.
He's like, hey, look, it's about the journey, not the end. All right, that is Disaster.
But so all that's fine, whatever. Like, okay, Storius is trying to like make his own ending, whatever, and the whole thing with Tassel is that he and his buddies, his friends that he found along the way, were like looking for a fountain of knowledge.
Right.
And then they found it, and they found like a lady that would lead them to it first. And it was like there were 5 like was Tassel a Kamen Rider? Like what is happening? Like what is any of this explain about anything? Like it doesn't actually say anything.
It's
like
not,
like okay, the Wonderworld existed before. It says the Wonderworld existed before them. And okay, there's a book that like is the source. Okay, cool, whatever. But like it doesn't actually like say anything. Like it doesn't. Nothing that we didn't know. I mean, okay,
it's
cool.
Stuff
Tassel,
we suspected, right?
Like, yeah, like Tassel was a human looking for, like, giving a motive for why Tassel was there. Great, okay, but the only way I can see like a comparison to what Tassel is going through and what Toma is supposed to go through is that Tassel would have to have also been a Kamen Rider.
Right, because he like it's
and
all
he would
about,
also have to have some power. Like like the idea is that he got some power and like the exchange was he has to stay there. But I don't see jack shit of power.
Yeah,
other than a goddamn umbrella. Like
it doesn't really show off as much. Like you think as soon as like the prime moment for Tassel to kind of show off his power would have been the moment when you got like the Master of Logos invading the Wonder World, right? And he could have done something about it. And he even then he didn't do anything. It was Yuri that basically came in and pushed the Master of Logos away.
Yeah, I mean, and also like, I mean, it's just one of these weird things where it's like, okay, so so Tassel is restricted by not being able to physically exist in the world, but he's clearly able to like show up as a goddamn hologram and like explain shit. Boy, that would have been helpful. Boy, that would have been helpful early on. Like,
that also makes the whole the Master of Logos like having Tassel disappear for a while confusing too.
Oh boy, I'm gonna be real confused after next episode with disappearing Tassels.
Oh, okay.
I'm just looking at. Listen, I watched the preview. And I've listen. Unless you're ripping nipple piercings out of a person, I've never seen a bloodier Tassel.
Oh, I haven't seen the preview actually. Let me go look at that real quick.
Well, you're about to see some like.
So Sophia existed, or whoever this incarnation of the lady, or whatever the fuck existed. Oh, but it turns out it was Sophia the entire time. Oh, always has been, right?
Oops, always has been.
Yeah, she takes them to the Magic Wonder World. Hey, at least the Roddy Rough Boys are back this episode, right? And I never realized, God, they're wearing bondage gear.
On in this preview?
They're wearing bondage gear, by the way. I just want to point that out. They're wearing bondage gear back then.
I'm sorry, wait.
They're wearing Ooga Booga gear back then.
Wait. Now that I think I didn't... Were they?
If you go to if you go to, I want to say 8. What is this? Where is the thing? If you go to 847, Zuos. I think that's Zuos or Legio or whatever. I can't tell the difference.
I would say 906 because it's when they all bully Tassel and steal his like textbooks.
Yeah. Like you can see that's some volunteer outfit back there. So anyway, hey, but then they realize, they get corrupted by power. Story is back there was like, ooh.
Man, knowledge is power. So I'm gonna steal all your knowledge.
Yeah, and that's how Megiddos came about. That's the origin story of the Megiddos, by the way.
I guess.
Also, they all took a page. They just didn't keep the book for themselves.
Yeah, they only took one page. That was the worst part. They should have taken multiple pages. All right. Right. You only got rid of 3 pages of the novel. There was still a lot of pages, right?
One
Woman
each.
made more sense, right? This goes to the problem how like one of the things bitch do. It was like how we've been discussing how all the Runderai books are pieces of the big book. Would it make more sense if they ripped out a whole bunch of pages, right? And all those pages were all the fucking stupid Runderai book, and all that shit.
Oh yeah, like
right?
you have Tassel basically blow them away through the wind, and then they
and then we could begin our Dragon Ball journey of gathering all the Wonderai book, right? Because they state that in order for you to get the Omniscient Tome, you need all the Wonderai book, right?
Yeah, it's literally a Jesus. It's just a it's not Dragon Ball, right? Because it's like you made the wish, but also there's a cost.
If you want to create the Millennium Puzzle, right?
That's the real thing, right?
Yeah, right. It would have made more sense if we had the Roddy Ruff boys, right? Rip out a bunch of pages, right? And then the pages transfer to all the stupid Wonderai book.
Yeah,
and then Tassel scattered them before they got it again.
Yeah, Tassel.
And that would have made more sense in the series because we could tie it all together. Instead, they only rip out 3 pages, and that's good enough for them. Like, okay, we got our 3 pages. We're good. We're gonna call it a day, right? Yeah. We'll call it a day. Our master plan worked.
Yeah, they could have gotten so much more, but they just set up for a page. Guys,
I mean, listen, it's what you can get.
Yeah, they could have gotten so much more, though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, but hey. Yeah, then the war started, right?
Yeah.
And then
the Fire Nation attacked.
Yeah. So then
Fahrenheit 451.
Okay. So the worst part is it occurred that the Megiddos were created when the writing report took pages from the Omniscient Tome, right? And then Sophia, or where the First Lady was, finally decides, to prevent them from getting to the wrong hand, even though they're already in the wrong hand. Now I'm gonna scatter them, right?
Yeah, now I've saved everything.
They were already in the wrong hand. She's like, I should probably stop this now. I should probably start a commission on the insurrection now, right?
My God.
I'm gonna wait till after it happens in order to write this to let them know.
It's also a little confusing in like how Luna ends up becoming a descendant when she's essentially erased from existence. They don't really specify if she had like a lover or something. I don't know, something like that to kind of specify. Oh yeah, her line did continue. So I'm just like kind of confused on Luna's existence in general as well at this point, and how that came about to be.
But don't worry. But then Tassel and the original Master Logos that looks like Isaac, right?
Yeah,
like they're gonna
totally
split
not
up.
The same person.
Yeah, they're gonna split up. They're gonna evenly split up. 50-50 this, right? In order to prevent all this power from happening, right? They're gonna split this up, do their share of the project, right? Like a group project, right?
Everybody's doing their part.
Yeah, right? He takes 1 book of the Omniscient too. It's Master Logos takes 2 parts. It's just so funny because the way that he says it is like, oh yeah, we split up the task between us, 50-50 hard shot. And then the scene cuts to them, right?
Yeah, and it's like Isaac is definitely taking like 2 books to like Tassel's 1.
Right, because they're talking about how balance and everything, right? And I was like, that's not how balance works.
Yeah,
that's not how divisions work, right?
I know that you were going for like a fountain of knowledge, but I'm sorry, Tassel, but I don't think that you got knowledge from that.
It's just so funny how the scene is presented itself, right? It's just so funny. And they're like, oh yeah, we split the work between the both of us. Just. just for the scene immediately to follow up with Mesa Locals having 2 books compared to Tasso's 1 book. It's such a weird exposition. If only there was another traveler with them that could have held this book's power, you know?
If
right?
only somebody else could have helped them. Also,
Yeah, like
I was really expecting. Like, from all of that we would get some stuff between the other, between, like, Yuri and...
yeah, I was expecting Yuri to be in this scene.
And
Because they made it say that Yuri has been there since the beginning, right?
Right.
I mean, he was definitely involved in the conflict. That's for sure.
Supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly.
Yeah, but it's like they all know each other, so it's like it would stand to reason. But you know, it's all.
I can't find this because if I remember that weird painting that they showed off at the beginning of the series that had that one was the paint that shows them showed Yuri as part of the group, right? If I remember correctly, I can't find the
I
scene
believe
right
so.
now.
Wasn't like episode
like
10 or something.
Episode 10. I don't know. I'll quickly look it up.
Maybe. I can't say specifically what episode it is. It's been a bit, but you know.
Yeah, it's been a bit, because I could have sworn the painting that they've been using as the plot exposition showed Yuri within their group, right? It was the photo of them all behind their back.
It showed them all, like, standing over
the cliff, right?
cliff.
I could have sworn Yuri was in that scene as well. I can't find it with just
someone to be implied to be Yuri was definitely there. Also, boy, that sounds like thunder and lightning.
Within their stupid group, right? That they don't show. So it would have made more sense because this scene is just so hilariously bad with Tassa's explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hey, don't worry. They split 50-50 on the bill, right? You know.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
When you go out with friends.
Yeah.
More
right, and then
you
and then you have to Zell them some money, you know, through Zell.
Yeah, you got to work that out at the Korean barbecue.
Oh my god.
Hey, it's okay.
So
we good.
I paid for it.
So Yuri. So Tasso took his half, but it turns out even though it turns out when you start a war, right, when you start a war over a mystical object, and even though you break apart the object, you should still stop the war in general, right? Taking apart the object doesn't stop the war, right?
Also, I don't really get how this is all about, like, the fountain of knowledge. It's like, I get how this is supposed to be, like, some sort of, like, allegorical shit of, like, oh, I just really wanted to find, like, the center of all knowledge and human life and all this stuff. But it's like, but why? And how? And when? And, where did you go to find this? Like, Tassel and all of his friends are in basically, like, fucking... Oh, that's Molly's alarm going off.
Uh-oh.
Anyway,
My bad. Sorry.
Anyway, point is just, if they're just running around in, like, rags and stuff, right? Okay, I can understand this being like, okay, you know, primitive, running around in, like, we're the clay era, like, where we don't understand, like, Ooga Booga. It's real Ooga Booga shit, but also, like, hey, I'm Tassel, and I have green hair, and, like, I have, like, a flower crown, and I'm here for a, like, fountain of knowledge, and here's the magic book that, like, tells us everything about people. It's just, it doesn't add up. Like, it's a lot of stuff about, like, it's a lot of stuff showing up that doesn't actually answer anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
hey, don't worry. It turns out Tassel was just a hologram and everything.
Yeah. Just like Tupac. Just like Tupac.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hey, hologram Tupac. My favorite Tupac.
May learns the existence of holograms. She's flabbergasted at this concept. Like, hologram in this world? How preposterous!
How could it possibly be?
Yeah.
I don't
How could this
understand.
technology exists? Right?
Yeah.
But don't worry, hey, Yuri finally reveals the end goal for us. Like, oh yeah, hey Toma, you die. You have to die in order to save the world.
Yeah, hey, listen, we've been talking about this for a while now. You will die. You like, that is a thing that, like, me and Kento have been talking about, and, like, yeah, you might die. Just FYI, you could die.
Hey, remember that. Get your stuff done right now, alright?
Yeah. Write your books while you can. Write your manifestos while you can.
Right? Right, hey, if you want to take that podium, alright? Alright? If you want to if you want to photograph yourself in Nancy Pelosi's office, you do that, alright? You do that, alright? Right, nothing's stopping you on that day, alright?
This day will never die in our hearts in this podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact of the matter is, hey, hundreds, if not thousands of people, like, just like, short break of character.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was perfect lightning.
Christ.
Short break of character.
Yeah.
Hundreds, if not thousands of people actually broke the sanctity and peace that we could feel in this area. Not to say that, like, there aren't other parts of the world, or that, like, we aren't privileged, like, in America to feel, like, safe and, like, we don't have to deal with shit. But this was, like, some actually, like... The reason why we keep joking about January 6th is because it's kind of like a 9/11-esque event. It's just one of those things where it's like, oh, hey, a bunch of people fucked up a bunch of shit for the rest of us. For the rest of the world. Like, just proving that shit is bad. And, like, maybe we have a fundamental problem with, like, our country. And I'm not saying, like, one way or the other, like... No, I mean, let's be real. Fuck everybody, anybody who fucking, like, stormed the Capitol that day. Like, I'm not gonna, like, but, like, it absolutely was just a thing of, like, oh, yeah, this happened. Like, this absolutely fucking happened. Like, and it's better that we just fucking, like, keep mentioning it and just saying, like, you dumbass pieces of shit, this fucking shit happened, than just be like, fucking dumbass, like, congressmen and congresswomen that are just like, well, they were just tourists or whatever. No, you guys are about to get fucking pierced in the fucking throat by a goddamn bison man. Anyway, so Tassel's like fucking a dude like in the butt or something. I don't know. It's the last day of Pride and Tassel's gonna die soon.
Yeah, if the preview is anything to go by, which I just saw. Also, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So yeah, hey. So then I don't understand how this. So then Tassel's like, oh yeah, don't worry. In 2,000 years, I still don't understand why fucking Toma happens or why Luna appears. Like, it's still not fucking explained why all of a sudden now this happens, right? It's not like some weird prophecy shit, right? It's like, oh yeah, in 2,000 years, the fucking the Sword of Hope.
Wait.
Will appear.
You go ahead.
Yeah. So then he's like, oh yeah, hey, but don't worry, Toma, you were randomly chosen, right? It turns out you were the descendant of Ishira or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, no, you're the reincarnation of Ashura and Indra. It's okay.
Yeah,
God
right?
damn it, not again. But I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they called him the chosen one at some point. They kind of just said it's random.
They don't even explain why they call him the chosen one. It's the worst part. They just say you're the chosen one, but no.
He was chosen by a child while he was a child.
So
chosen to just sit down and read a book.
And he died. And the best part is how he starts explaining. Oh yeah, hey. Then at some point, the current Master Logos was evil, and they used footage from the Sword of Logos saga. So unless you watch the Sword of Logos saga, that segment when he was explaining that process made no sense. It's almost as if you put supplemental media within the main series, right? And then your audience like, ooh, where did that supplemental media come from, right, William? Right? Like if you put footage of a movie within the last 2 episodes of a series and expect the audience to understand that if they did not watch the movie when it aired.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the DVD's out in August, by the way. We'll finally watch that movie.
Nice.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah. So Tatsu explains that. Oh yeah, hey, by the way, the thing that we already knew about the current Master Logos, and that he was gaslighting people in case it wasn't obvious up to this point for the audience and they weren't paying attention. Oh hey, Master Logos, big gaslighter. It turns out, he's gaslighting people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then he's like, then he tells Toma, you're gonna die.
Anyway,
you have 90 days before you're being evicted from the world.
Yeah, but Toma's like, I'll figure out a way, and it's like, do you have a plan? Like, I'll figure out a way. It's like, no, but like actually, like no, dude, do you have a plan though? And he's like, I'll figure out a way, and it's like,
look, this notice means nothing to me. All right, it says I have 30 days, so I have 30 days. All right. Even though, hold on, I don't think even if you're being evicted, you have that much lenient of time. It's actually way less, right?
It depends on. Well, it turns out, like the eviction, protocol, rules or laws on evictions are pretty fucked. I mean, hey, I don't have to deal with that for my place, right now. So boy, that sounds problematic. But we are coming up to the end of that.
For Toma, he has to figure out. Hey, you're gonna die, Toma. Better figure it out. Right?
Yeah.
So don't worry, Discuss gets his ass kicked and everything. It says that his shit posting has not been working out. Oh, but we forgot to mention at some point, Storius summoned another Charybdis with the Pokeball or something.
No, it's probably the same Charybdis.
Is this the same? Charybdis?
I think it's the same Charybdis because it keeps.
Pokemon, you can catch multiple Pidgeys, and if one dies, you just go catch.
No, he's not operating on the Nuzlocke challenge. He's just going with Charybdis after Charybdis, and it keeps growing.
Yeah,
he keeps going back to
the same route.
No, he just keeps going back to the Pokemon Center and going, hey, let me heal my Charybdis. It gained X amount of XP. That's why it shows up ripped as shit, with a goddamn oh fuck, what's his name? Fucking Family Guy,
Quagmire?
Yeah, Quagmire, right arm of justice, just ripped his shit.
Bit. Yeah, he just got bit, and he munched on that.
He got swole as shit.
Also, kind of creepy. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Horrifying.
Actually, with the way he revives himself, right? Yeah, so Zaz throws the Faucian swords at it, right? And then he runs away without retrieving it. So it's implied that Zaz gets it back. But the way that the scene is done, it doesn't look he actually retrieves it, which is funny.
Yeah. Also, so I get that, Ogami and Tetsuo are, going out to stop Charybdis and all that shit. And then, Toma just decides to reveal, hey, I can make duplicates of your weapons at any point in time. Here you go!
Yeah, I mean, I
have the powers of all...
I guess it's always been implied, but it's kind of but they can use it too.
Because we've seen him summon them, but the problem is we've seen him summon as spirit forms, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't think they were physical. Yeah,
right. We saw him do some stupid fate Gate of Babylon.
I thought these swords took some they had to be blacksmithed and stuff, right?
I just have the power of all swords in my in my catalog at all points of time at any point in time.
This essay I have to write isn't hard if I can Ctrl+C, Ctrl+P. All right.
Yeah. They're also not the same swords. One sword is. One sword is the gun sword for, Suzune, and the other sword is, one is orange, the other is, yellow, or whatever, for Gekido.
One was, a yellow-orange.
I'm just saying,
it's a darker shade.
Oh, was it the darker shade? Okay.
One is, one looks faded out as shit, but anyway.
Well, hold on, we forgot the part where we still have to try to recruit Red. don't. God, why are we still trying to recruit Ren at this point?
Yeah,
Because
hey,
he's
Ren.
gonna be used to figure out a problem at the end of the series. I bet
We
you.
have to write his look. His character journey of getting power is gonna be resolved.
Wouldn't you like, because he was trying to be the strongest, he suddenly decides to become the strongest for Toma, and then decides to be the guardian of the Wonderworld so Toma can stay with his friends and everything?
Oh, hold on.
Wouldn't
Do you
boy.
think it's gonna be like? Is it like
It'd be
that
bullshit,
scene
but, you know.
in Naruto when Sakura declares for no reason, "I'm gonna be the next Hokage"?
No. It's like that scene in Naruto where Obito is like, "Oh, your friendship has warmed my heart. I'm going to become a good guy. JK, here's Kaguya, bitch."
Yeah, his like motto was like the big bad, and then nope, Kaguya comes in, and then she's the big bad now. I guess.
Like-
Toma still tries to get Ren back on her team. Like, Ren, you gotta get back. The opening showed that you were on our side at the end.
Yeah, you've gotta join us.
Yeah, you gotta join us. Or else the opening will prove us wrong, and then the director will have to be forced to write in the opening segment that wasn't planned or discussed with the show designer. To the point where we have to introduce in a side segment for the main series.
Yeah.
That's still wild that you told me that. I think that's fucking great. It's honestly amazing.
If I insert my OC into the opening and it airs, they have to acknowledge my OC.
Honestly, that's great. I just love that that's a thing.
Look, if I could insert myself into the Powerpuff TV reboot,
Good
alright?
God, why do you bring that back up? That's like a horror story. Oh my
Listen,
God.
it's her nudes. It's her nudes. She can
No,
decide.
I'm talking about the reboot Power. No, wait, do you guys not know that story?
Which one?
What?
Okay, hey, you guys talk about that.
Oh, are you talking about the twerking, or are you talking about the twerking Powerpuff Girls?
Oh God!
No,
Which reboot are we talking about? The live action?
No,
or the
the
actual
2016 reboot.
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
there you
that
go.
horrible shit. Yeah, why are we talking about that one? That's still horrible.
Okay.
That's still a horror story, just a different kind. Shit.
Okay, so there was a writer on the Powerpuff.
Oh no!
reboot.
Yeah, he was like shipping himself with one of like Blossom or
Blossom.
something. Yeah.
Oh,
It was really
no.
bad. It was really
Oh
bad.
no! I don't
Yeah.
like that.
There's a whole
I
green
don't like
textbook
that.
about
Yeah, he basically. I think. Yeah. Oh, yep. There you go. There's the image. Good God. And he does Phantom of the Opera too, which is also kind of pretty bad.
Well, this seems like a good enough time to upload the meme for the week of.
Oh, please, let me see.
Yeah.
Oh my
so Dazaz
God.
comes. So Ren is contemplating about friendship again. Dazaz come in once again. He's like, ooh, are they really your friends or whatever? Dazaz is still shit posting along, right? He still doesn't. I really like Dazaz's character is just so fucking perplexing. We're like, are you gonna abandon me, your friend that's been gassed? Are you gonna abandon me, your only friend, that you've been homeless, even though I just been harassing you and making him use up more of your money? Because here's the thing, Dazaz has been eating cup noodles, right? And we know for a fact that Dazaz doesn't have money, right? Because he does not, right? So that means this entire time Ren must have been buying extra cup noodles for Dazaz to eat, right?
Yeah, I mean that assumes that Ren has money.
Yeah, so that means Ren is spending twice as much money for no reason. Right, because here's the thing: does Zaz even need to eat human food if he's some undead being, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
but hey,
mean,
no,
well,
Zaz's alter right book is broken. He's sad. The thing that's giving him life is being destroyed.
It was showed up to be fixed, right? Like in the preview.
Oh, was it preview? I'm
In the preview,
within the
like
episode.
yeah,
I'm not
fair.
acknowledging the preview. That's for next episode.
We just talked about the preview, though.
Hey, it doesn't matter, William. Hey, but don't worry. Hey, Charybdis, they go fight Storius and everything. Charybdis like, oh no, here I'm gonna look like a good Pokemon trainer. I'm gonna send my Pokemon out to fight instead. And he gets a new suit. That's the best part. How they give Charybdis a new suit, but they won't bother with Dazaz to give him like some weird ultra combo suit, right?
Charybdis has I ate a little bit of fucking disaster suit. Like
the worst thing there's no actual design that's inspired by Dazaz. He just gets this big arm, but he uses Dazaz's power, right? Like there's like no actual influence of Dazaz, right? Until he uses that move on them, which is funny as hell. I would like if they did like some weird skull aesthetic on his suit, right? right, to show that he actually absorbs his ass's power or whatever. When he did that chop, he did the big bite of him. But they did it, which is so funny.
You know, I'm wondering though, if he bites God, will he become God?
Oh, that's it. Will he take a big chomp out of Toma? Who knows?
I wasn't even talking about Toma. What if it's just Storius and just like the ultimate betrayal? And then Cryptus is now the big bad. He's the secret big bad.
Oh my god. What happens if Cryptus is the big bad instead?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh my. Oh.
It'd be so horrible. It'd be terrible.
Hey, but don't worry. Toma comes in. He controls C, controls P, the sword. All right, but he but don't worry. He does the smart thing. Instead of controlling the Wikipedia, he adds in a few of his own words. It takes out so that way the teacher doesn't catch him about it. All right.
Oh god, that's great. But how does he get the editors to stay off his back, huh?
No.
Lightning.
Okay. Look, he submits it, all right, and everyone goes along with it. So
okay.
Yeah. So hey, we get finished. They defeat the Cryptus.
Boy, there's a lot of Jake Goldmans on the internet.
I'm doing other shit.
Jake Goldmans.
Listen, I'm trying to get to the bottom of the mystery of the man who wants to diddle Blossom.
Look, it's a whole thing.
Oh, is that what you've been doing in the background?
No.
I'm just trying. Well, at first I was looking up Jake Shapiro, and it's like, oh, that's a different person, and like that's the name of the character. But then it's like Jake Goldman is the name of the voice actor / director guy.
Yeah, he it's a similar name. That's his thing. You know, similar name, similar looks, that kind of thing.
It's
pretty fucking wild.
Yeah, but it's okay. Listen, I promise to have the Book of Tassel finished perfectly in time because our Lord and Savior will definitely not die and will live forever.
Hey, but don't worry, Disaster wants to fight Ren now, because we're running out of characters for Ren to fight, as we can tell within the show. He's been fighting everyone.
We're running out of characters to keep existing in this fucking, like, series with plot lines.
Yeah, so, hey, so Disaster and Ren are gonna fight now, because we need someone to fight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But Tassel went back to Luna. Luna's not there. And
no, Luna! Oh, guess what? Hey, here's the story. It's the story of us, and the story of us is, oops, no child.
Sorry.
Anyway, so yeah, we're abducting children now.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, you cut out, and then the last thing I heard was abducting children. I'm like, wait, what?
But don't worry, story is broke into Tassel's house. It turns out, one of the biggest problems with this show, I realized, nobody has home security feature. Everyone is just breaking into people's houses, right?
I mean, the real thing is, right? The real thing is, right?
Break into Toma's house. We had the Southern gang broke into the Northern gang. People are just breaking into other people's houses.
They're just insurrecting left and right. But, like, the real fact of the matter is, like, once again, Tassel just did not pay his, like, electricity bill. It's just fucking lights go out, everything's done, it's all dark.
Yeah, but you know, it's Tassel. He's God in Wonderworld apparently, and so you know he might as well just he can keep on the lights himself.
God needs to pay his electricity.
But God needs to. He may be God, but he still needs to pay the bills.
What's a God to a non-believer?
Yeah, what's a God to the electric company?
What's the God to the IRS and everything?
Yeah, hey, we don't say that name in this house.
Hey, whatever. Hey, you've seen Batman the Animated Series. Remember what the Joker said? Don't mess with everyone except the IRS.
Yeah, remember what the Batman said? Dr. Acula? Is that Dracula?
Oh my god.
But here's the thing. Right? So God will mess with everyone, right? Just like how we mess with this. But here's one thing we don't mess with: our weekly unnamed discussions. Kamen Rider Saber. A weekly discussion where I often personally here's a knowledge about tokusatsu and Kamen Rider. Enjoy every by my friend William. That's you, William. A person with no knowledge of Kamen Rider or tokusatsu. I'm joined by our good friend Tariq to discuss the latest Kamen Rider series. Kamen Rider Saber. Hey, that was episode 41. A wish composed over 2,000 years. All right.
By
the way, I forgot. Hey. Oh wait, hold on. No, it's not out yet. Hey, upcoming contest video. Look out for that. Ooh. Foreshadow.
Oh wait, what?
So yeah, so that's this week's episode. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's this week's episode. Once again, this
Perfect
show
timing.
tries to
Perfect
explain
timing.
stuff. This show tries to explain stuff, but just causes more problems within the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Oh
you
my
guys else
God.
want to end with before we go out?
Listen, don't bully your friends and steal from them.
Don't watch the 2016 reboot of Powerpuff Girls. Or also don't watch the CW Powerpuff Girls. That'll come out.
Well, hey,
don't watch it
they,
either.
they can't watch it if CW rejected the pilot and told them to rewrite it. All right, you
That's
can't watch that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't watch what doesn't exist.
Yeah, I still think it's gonna be terrible, even with the rewrites. But we'll see. I guess. Bob
Yeah.
Ross,
Hey,
right.
look, it's CW. All right, you gotta.
Do you want to do a podcast
Yeah,
on that?
CW has never gone wrong before.
Yeah, it's like how CW thought that Ruby Rose was gonna come back for Batwoman season 3. All right.
Oh my God! Hey! Tune in for the spoiler cast for the CW Powerpuff Girls. Okay, coming soon.
Oh yeah, hey, we're gonna right. Okay. Hey, wait, don't make promise you can't keep. All right, just like how
Ruby
how,
Rose and her.
No. Just like how the Capitol Police promised that they weren't gonna let an insurrection happen on January 6th.
I guess we get to hear.
They are analyzing things and trying to figure stuff out. I don't know what they have to figure out, other than other than the analysis that has to come from, hey, you need to read emails that come to you from the FBI saying, like, hey, maybe you might, hey, yo, what's up? You might be coming up with some, like, there might be some heat coming towards you, like, hey, shit might get real. Hey, forward, FBI says we might get fucking stormed the other, like on a certain date, like, in January. You might want to look out for that shit.
Mm-hmm. Also, P.S. Taco Tuesday has been moved to Thursday this week.
Also, it's like, oh, hey, also put Taco Tuesday. It's like, oh, shit, Taco Tuesday? It's like, no, focus on that other thing, though.
Alright, that's this week's episode. Cover my snow thing. Wash your hands, wear a mask, get your shots. Okay, thanks, bye.